Alright, we're going to start conditioning Miss Bessie to the e-collar for her recalls, which means getting her to come back when called. And Bessie, she's a great dog, but she's got somewhat of an independent streak, meaning she's not the type of dog that is like really interested in you. She is pretty content with more or less doing her own thing. She doesn't need to be attached to somebody's hip. And so the chances, if I call her, that she's going to be like excited to come back to me are low. Low. So we have some high value food to kind of sweeten the deal, which, to be clear, you don't have to do. You don't need food ever to teach your dog anything, but it's a super powerful tool if the dog is motivated by it. And so early in the training, we definitely use it. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start this exercise on a short leash, and then if it's looking pretty good and it's not real messy, we're going to graduate to our long line, which is about 20 feet long. And I don't have to give her the whole thing if she's not ready for 20 feet yet. But it just depends. It depends on the dog. But the whole idea behind this exercise right now is just to teach her, when I call her, her e-collar stimulation will turn on very low. And when she gets back to me, the e-collar stimulation, which she's feeling on her neck, will shut off. And then there will be food after she puts her bum on the ground. And then she'll learn that eventually I will release her, and it's rinse and repeat, and we just do that over and over and over again. But we start on a short leash because it'll be messy if we don't. So your dog needs some rehearsal before you start giving them all kinds of slack. And what we find is if people move to that long line too soon, then, you know, they're trying to reel it in and wrap it up, and the dog's tangled. I mean, that happens anyway because it's just messy. But you have to work a lot harder to get that behavior. Just start on a short leash. And you can walk backwards if you want to create a longer recall like this, and the dog can walk toward you that way. So start short and don't give the dog more slack than they're ready for. But let's just see how she does. We're going to put this down on, I don't know, a 6 maybe. Something low. We're outside, so her levels might be a touch higher, but we're going to start with a 6. And I'm just going to call her, and I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to back up a little bit when I do it so that we create some distance. So a lot of people, when they go to do this, one of the most common complaints I hear is that I can't call my dog because they won't leave my side. They're attached to me. They're stuck to me. They're Velcro. It's like, I know, but it doesn't matter. You just walk backwards. So I'll demonstrate that right now, what that looks like. Because that's going to happen. Some dogs are like that. So, Bessie, come. Good. Stim shuts off. Good. Food. Good girl. Break. And that's it. We're going to do that over and over and over. And you see I had to use a little bit of leash help at the end there to kind of pull her in a little closer. More or less, I want to see that leash guidance go away before I move to the long line. It'll just make it easier. All right. Bessie, come. Oh, good gear. Good gear. Shut stim off. Butt on the ground. Good. If she's behind me, I don't care. It doesn't matter. So if that bothers me, I can clean that up later, right? One thing at a time. You try to teach your dog 20 things at once, you're both going to get frustrated. It's going to be a little more difficult. It's going to take longer. Right now, what I care about is just getting her to come to me so that I can demonstrate for her what turns this on and off. And that's it. I don't care that much about anything else. I do use the leash to make sure she stays in this vicinity, right in my bubble. So I'm not going to reward her 10 feet away from me. She does have to be close to me. I don't care where she is. And honestly, that never changes. Like, even when the dog goes home, I don't care. If the dog wants to go behind me, fine. As long as they come to me and they stay with me and they shut off when they get to me. So ultimately, that's our goal. Bessie, come. Yeah, good girl. Good. Good. Yeah, good girl. Break. So you see, I'm still having to use some leash help to pull her into me. I'm watching for that to become less. Bessie, come. Oh, good girl. Ooh. And I'm going to turn this down. I actually am kind of getting the sense that we might not need it on a 6. Break. Bessie, come. Oh, good girl. Yes, good. Good. So I didn't have to use any leash any leash guidance that time. Break. I didn't have to pull on the leash at all. Now you'll notice I'm using some body language, I'm using some enthusiasm, because we're just starting this, and I want to really encourage her to get that behavior that I want, which is for her to come all the way to me, put her bum on the ground. So if I can get her interested and excited in doing that, that's going to help us both, right? But I'm not going to do that forever, right? I don't want to be at the park, on the trail, doing jumping jacks to get my dog to come back, right? At some point, it just becomes an expectation. You know the word. This is the behavior you do when I say the word, right? Bessie, come. Yeah, good girl. Good. Break. Let's go, buddy. Good girl. Bessie, come. Good. Yeah. Good. Job. Break. Bessie, come. Good girl. Yeah. So I used a little leash pressure there just to get her to sit. Oops. See, I didn't have to. I'm sure she would have after she made her way over here. But it's just becoming somewhat of a process to wait for her to settle. I'd rather to get her to settle just right away. Right, but either way. Break. Bessie, come. Yeah, good. Good. Let's go. Bessie, come. Good. Job. Break. Bessie, come. Good girl. Good. So no leash for the sit that time. She did it on her own and she didn't even have to do a little dance around me. Good girl. Break. Right, so a few more reps, we'll probably move to the longer leash. Stay tuned for part 2.